What is up, guys, and welcome to the 6th episode of the Clip This podcast. And I'm just gonna try and level this out so I don't make any mistakes here. And we are rolling. And weather report: the weather is cloudy, the weather is grey, the weather is rainy. Not much else to say about the weather, honestly. And there shouldn't be much to say about the weather ever, and that's why I guess it's a safe topic for people to go to, for boring people to go to. And today I'm just gonna riff it, as with every other episode. Obviously, we do that over here. We do that solely for the purpose of solely be doing it. Don't know what I'm saying yet, but I just keep spamming the mic. That's what I should be cool. That's what I should call talking from now on. What on earth happened with my mouth there? Like, sometimes I just don't know, you know. I feel like my mouth isn't warmed up yet, and my mouth hasn't really started its day yet. I just think my mind and my eyes have just started the day, but I just haven't really started yet. And you know what? People still keep going about these she's a 10 and he's a 10 type things. I don't know how it got such a big trend, but you know, it's too much at the moment. It's too much, and I don't know. Wait, what? By the way, I'm obviously scrolling Twitter while I'm recording, as always, because that's what I do, and that's what you should be doing too. You shouldn't be listening just to me. You should be doing something else too, I think. And if you aren't doing anything and you're just sitting staring into a wall and listening to me, then you've got some issues that need to be dealt with, buddy. Kid Cudi walks off stage after people kept throwing things at him during his Rolling Loud set. Jesus Christ. Why would you throw stuff at him? Like, are these Kanye fans? Kanye fans, dude? Are they Kanye fans that are upset with him not being his friend anymore? I don't know. So strange, isn't it? Trade skins in 60 seconds. That's 1 minute. 60 seconds is 1 minute, guys. And I've been recording for 3 minutes. 3 times 60. You know what that is? 180. I think. I'm not good at math, but math was actually my least favorite subject in school. If anyone gives the slightest fuck about it. Notice how uncomfy I am when I say fuck. Like, it doesn't ever roll naturally over my tongue. And that's actually something I can speak about if you wanted to learn a little bit more about me. I was raised in a household where I wasn't supposed to be swearing. So that's why swearing, even in English, because English is my first language, obviously, hence why the language barriers, but I was raised like that, you know. I wasn't supposed to be swearing, and I never did, and that's why I feel uncomfortable with saying those words now, even though words don't mean anything to me. Like, I can joke about anything, I can say anything. Well, obviously words mean something, but you know, they don't hold the same weight as some people might think. In my opinion, that's just me. But when I'm supposed to cuss, when I'm supposed to cuss someone out, you know, or cuss something out, like a piece of furniture that I hit my toe on or whatever, it never comes off naturally. I just say something like, dang it, or oh boy is my most common one, and soy milk is the one I use when I ram my big toe into stuff. Soy milk, I shout at the top of my lungs. What the fuck is life? How is it actually gotten to the point where a UK top 10 is possible? Yes, Talia Ma. You are possible. Or what? Wait, what? You made that possible. You can do that, you know? Because you're that good. I'm pretty sure everyone already knows I'm bisexual based on my behavior, but like, yeah, I am. Good to know, Olivia O'Brien. Good to know. I'm pleased to know. I don't actually know if I am or not. Just putting that out there. I'm unsure, is what I'll say. Someone asks me, are you straight, white, guy? I just say, I'm unsure. By the way, that was my Australian accent. My Australian accent. Don't question it. Don't know if it's Irish or Scottish and a mix of barbaric. If I say I'll let you know, just enjoy your night. Fine, I'll enjoy my night. Thank you very much, Maxine. By the way, I've gone so much less tweets to go through. What is that? I'm not built for the city. I don't know how y'all do it. Can't wait to get home and roll around in Can't wait to get home and roll around in some cow shit. That's on some wild shit, you know. I need to stop saying that too. This is all my podcast is at this point. Like me just realizing what speaking habits I have, and what my issues is when I'm speaking English. So basically, if you're listening to this podcast, you're just listening to someone trying to get better at English, and that's it. Hey Lo, I want you to no. Siblings are proof you can love someone and also dislike them at the same time. Truth be told, Mrs. whoever it was, I'm full of unsaid words. Same, buddy. Me telling the Subway employee what I want on my sandwich. Yup. As I told you last time, I've only been to Subway once, and I'm not going back, I don't think. Even though I didn't even dislike it, but I didn't like it enough to return. And always XXL magazine with their like questions solely based on the matter of hip hop. Hippity hoppity hoop is what I'll say to that. You know what I listen to? I listen to Hippity Hoppity Hoop. What's that? Nas and Jay-Z. They make this genre called Hippity Hoppity Hoop, and I like to listen to it, you know, from time to time. She's a 10, but she overthinks all the time. Well, she's everyone's a 10. If it's a she, then it's a 10. You know when you laugh like that? I don't know. Sorry for making those lip sounds. Little Miss Hopeless Romantic. Okay, don't want to watch that movie. These Little Miss memes, some of the most unfunny work ever produced by the internet. Yes. That's a funny thing. I'm gonna screenshot that and post on my Twitter. I love Cuddy very much. You are trash. Coming from Kevin Abstract of Brockhampton fame. Alright, let's give it up. Changing our usernames. Okay, let's go. Is that an angel? No, it's Maisie Peters. By the way, I haven't watched Family Guy in forever. It seems like. I used to watch Family Guy all the time. Like when I was younger, like 12 or 13 and 14, I used to with my dad and my brother like every other week, when we were switching between my mother's house and my father's house, because my mother and my father was divorced. We used to switch between every week, and we used to watch Family Guy every single evening almost, at least in the weekdays. When you had school, you would just come home, you would just eat a little bit, you would just sit down, chill, and run around, and then you would sit down again, and then you would watch Family Guy and Simpsons, and then you would sit and fiddle yourself or whatever, and then you would go to sleep. Basically, that was my life at 13 years old. Fortnite is the reason for all this gang violence. Sure. Not really, but sure. And yeah, this is the part where I lose myself, and I don't know what to say anymore. But I've been feeling not so fun. So don't be feeling funny. Don't be feeling funny, guys. I deadass got cheated on already. What the fuck? Live soon. What do you mean already? Like, the relationship started yesterday, or and you already got cheated on in one night? Or what is this? Or have you got something else to say? Or what are we doing? What are we doing? By the way, I don't know if I said this on the last podcast, but I've gotten a new computer, a new PC, like a new laptop, and it's a Dell computer, so buzz off, Mac users. You can buzz off, even though everyone is a Mac user. I wanted to not have a Mac and have something that's basically very similar and very much in the same price range. It has a little bit better specs, I think, and is a little bit cheaper, because this one has basically the same specs as the MacBook Pro, but it cost me. Now I'm gonna have to translate, but it cost me 14,000 Swedish crowns, which is basically $1,400 or $1,500 US dollars, you know, racks or whatever you call it, over there at over across the sea, over the border. I was about to say, but across the sea, you know. And I'm pretty pleased with it. The only thing I'm a little bit bummed about is the whatchamacallit, battery time, because that has gone down 6% since I started recording, and it's been 15 minutes. So 6% in 15 minutes isn't that good, in my opinion. But hey, we move. And also I'm still, you know, going with the apartment, still trying to find stuff that I want to put in it, you know, besides myself. And it's not going so well. I'm finding stuff, but, you know, I need to actually purchase the stuff, and I need to order it as well. So I need to, like, be home to accept the deliveries and stuff, and that can be quite hard from time to time. And now there's all of a sudden a bloody wasp trying to get into my apartment. Like, how do they find these little crevices? Like, my door is like open with 10 centimeters or something, maybe 15 centimeters or 20, and it still manages to almost get in. Like, it's sitting on the door, and that's scaring me, because I get huge, you know, I don't know, the bites get huge, or the sting area gets like blown up. It's quite magical and quite sad, really, but it's It's an amazing sight when you see it. I actually had, if I'm telling stories because Twitter didn't have anything for me to tell, that's why I'm just rambling on about my life instead. But maybe that's what people want. I don't know what people want. But when I was like, I think I was maybe 9 or 10 or something, 11, around there, I got stung by like a bee in my eye, like my left eye or right eye. I don't really remember. I think it was the left eye. And the eye was like just swollen to bits. Like it was huge. Like it looked like I had a tennis ball covered with skin and fluid coming out of it and just rammed into my face and stuck there, and that's what it looked like. And I was able to open my eye a little bit, like a little piece of the world I was able to see on that eye, and what I saw was green, like a tennis ball. So I saw green for a couple of days, I think. I don't remember how long it took for it to actually go down, but I remember going to school that day because I didn't want to stay home because I felt silly, and I thought it would be funny, to go with that to school and just see what people thought. I ended up just regretting it majorly because it was fun. It was just a lot of pointing and just a lot of why am I here kind of stuff. But that's what happens when a bee stings your left eye. And I don't know what it is about me with losing my voice and not being able to talk. I think I need some time to breathe, honestly. And I think you should take some time to breathe too. Not at the same time though, but just take time to breathe. Be a little bit of zen. Find your peace into the world, and then finally you can return to the place where you were born. Alright? I don't even know if that was hearable. Like if you were able to listen to that, maybe you tuned out. But this is what happens when I don't have anything to read and I don't have anything to pick from. I'm just stuck with my own head, and I sound like a crazy person. I sound nuts, really, because I can't have a single second without me feeling that space. So I can't have a second of silence, which is unhealthy. And I also just let my mind just run, I feel like most people are like this when they're high or something, but this is just my natural state of a stressed out individual with major anxiety and I guess voices in their head. I don't actually have voices in my head except my own, which I'm grateful for. I don't actually know how I would cope with that if I had actually had voices inside my head. But we move. Do you ever just slap your knee out of a boredom? By the way, like this. That sounded like something else, but I promise it's my knee that I'm slapping and not something else. And back to the weather segment we go. It's getting even more cloudy, and I was hoping to get some exercise in today, but I don't think there's gonna be any. I don't think I'm gonna get any exercise in. I think I'm just gonna be inside all day and just have a nice time and maybe get some exercise in tomorrow instead, because today does not look like fun. It does not look like fun. Promise me. It pulls the side of your mouth downwards. It's like the weather just reaches a hand out of the sky and puts it in your mouth, and then just stretched it out and then pulled it downwards. That would just make your mouth open, but it stretches it out with 2 fingers, like the W thing that you can make with your pinky and your ring finger on one side and your index finger and your middle finger on the other side, with a space in between. You just do that in my mouth. It does that in my mouth, and then it drags the sides of my mouth down, so it looks like I'm severely unhappy. Maybe the reverse Joker, by the way, like with a knife, cutting, but instead of cutting upwards in the cheeks, you cut downwards, so it looks like someone's unhappy all the time, instead of smile, as it were, in the Joker thing. By the way, that's crazy. That's a crazy story. And as I said, I think I'm going insane. I think I'm nuts. At the moment. At the moment, I'm nuts. But maybe for next episode, I'll have some more things to talk about. I don't know how it's gonna be, how it's gonna look, or what's it gonna be, But there is gonna be a lot of cutting in this episode, I think. Going to be a lot of things to cut away from this episode, and I guess that's it, huh? Your English is so good and you have no accent. My sister in Christ, I'm from Florida. Yeah, okay. I can tell by her tweets she had to live with her grandma for a little bit. What can you tell from my psychotic session that you've been listening to? What can you take from that? Take care of yourself. You're all you have. Am I? I got video games. How to surreptitiously stretch with rush. That was the hardest sentence I've ever tried to read. This insane Twitter. There's this insane Twitter account that I follow, and I love that. I love the content. I wish I could implement a little bit more video into my episodes, but I don't feel like it's worth it when no one watches or listens. So, I mean, if more people tune in, then I might incorporate a little bit more sound bites and maybe eventually show myself, and that's when I'll do the cutting clips. Or if I ever, film something by myself, of myself, or something else, then I will for sure have, some sort of clips to be cut in, because that will be cool. And that's me rambling on for like 25 minutes straight. I don't think I've taken a pause, and this has been horrible. If you feel the same, give it a like, or a dislike, even. Comment whatever you want. If I'm gonna give you a topic, you can comment if you shave your legs or not. Doesn't matter what your gender is, what your gentrification is like, just answer if you shave your legs or not. Yes or no, simple question, just answer it. And that's I think that's it for me, for this episode. It's a shorter one this time. I think I'm gonna cut away quite a lot of it, and it's basically just gonna be 25 minutes, maybe even less this time. But it has been weird. This has been really weird, and I'm not comfortable with it. I'm actually gonna go and try to find a storage that I've been trying to find upstairs in the attic of this house, and then I'm gonna make some food. I don't know what food I'm gonna make, but I'm gonna feed myself something. Who knows? God knows what. Go feed yourself too, if you haven't. If you aren't full, just stuff your gob with ice cream or whatever you please. A bowl full of wooden pieces, a handful of bricks, a foot long of nails. Imagine swallowing a bag of nails as the tale entails, or whatever you're supposed to say. If anyone listens this long to this episode, you honestly deserve the world. So, wish you the world, wish you good luck, wish you a nice week. Like, subscribe, clip this, or don't clip this. I'll see you next week. Goodbye.